What's goody, man? B-Boys Underground, episode 94. Spitz Nelson starts now.
The most unlikely hero, me and Westbrook are the same. We both started out as zeros. Elevated my game, paper chasing, stacked the Neros. Juries to Manhattan on a platform eating churros. Painting pictures, this a mural. I fed my fans with more dope than the bureau. I put in work, but still I gotta do more. I'm a father and a husband, couple kids, I want like 2 more. I go to work cause these bills don't pay themselves. I'm not a jerk and my son can't raise himself. I gotta show him the ropes, provide what he needs. And nah, I ain't perfect, got the will to succeed. I pray for strength every morning, never pray for cash. I'm drinking coffee, giving thanks while I take the path. I got a good life, nothing came easy. I earned everything in my possession, please believe me. Sound.
So
Boogie,
yeah,
mic off. Yeah.
yeah, there it is. What's good? What's good? What's good? Is your buzzing cousin Ghost Boogie, etc., etc. We got Spitz Nelson in the house and G Dash Fresh. Salute. Thank you, gentlemen. How are you guys doing this B-Boys Wednesday, y'all?
Doing great, man. Thank you for having me on, man. Appreciate it.
No
Salute,
doubt,
brother.
no doubt. Shout out to Addition, DJ Addition, hooking it up. And
Thank you.
yeah,
Shout out to
glad you
Edition.
come in, bring that flavor from New Jersey. And we're going to get to talk all about that in the hip hop scene and what you've been doing and everything. But
Sir.
shout out to all our B boys and B girls tuning in Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We got y'all. Ask any questions you want to for Spitz Nelson, and we'll try to get them in and keep this live.
Yeah, man. Tell us about that. What we just saw. Tell everyone what that was.
Yeah, so that was actually I've been doing videos like shorter videos like promo stuff. That was off of Good Coffee Club 2. That's a record called Doing My Job. I love that record because it was like at the time when me and my wife we just had twins. My two
Ooh.
boys are 1 years old. I have a 4-year-old too, but I was just thinking about my son at the time when I was writing that record. So it just hits close to the heart because doing my job, I always say, man, I got to do a good job for him. But we shot that video last year, and it's one of the records that everybody loved of Good Coffee Club too. So it's one of my favorite songs.
Hey man, salute to you. I'm a twins dad too, man. I got
Dope,
one boy, one girl, 13 years old, man.
dope,
And
dope. So you know the
and
life. You know the
yeah,
life.
and whoo, yeah, I know what it's like to be able to have to feed two of them at the same time and grab something off the coffee table with your
Yes,
toes.
sir. Yeah,
you you
yeah.
become
No
real
joke.
like I can grab things with my feet off. It's like boop, 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 boop. It's like, man,
See,
that's
you understand it. A lot of people, man. Whew.
were yours premature?
About 2 weeks, only about like 2 or 3 weeks.
Two
Did you
weeks.
spend any
Okay.
Yeah.
time in the NICU or anything like that?
No, no, thankfully, no.
Ah, you were blessed. Absolutely. That's dope.
That's what I've been hearing. A lot of people been saying that.
Yeah, we spent what was it, like 16, 20? I can't, it's been like a, too long, right? Too long.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
that's rough.
yeah, it is rough. But yo, I actually was thankful for that experience because it got me an opportunity to see what the get down was and actually watch someone that went to college for taking care of those little itty bitty things. Like,
For
all right,
real.
and I just watched them. We were up the hospital. We 24/7 those that
I
entire
can imagine.
times. So like we were just watching, and for me it was like, all right, I was tried to do every diaper and every bottle feeding and everything I could, and
Yep.
so I was proficient and ready when it came time when there was no one around and I had to do it. So yeah,
Get your reps in. You was trying to get them
so
reps in.
I yeah, I did get my reps in, but the shout out to the nurses there at Good Sam because they forced me into it. Like, all right, Dad, like here's the
It's
first
time to
diaper,
go.
you're changing it. Like
Yeah,
it's like, all
it's
right,
time to go.
I don't want
Yeah.
to, but let's do it. So
Hmm.
salute to you, man. Shout out
Appreciate
to
it. You too, man.
twins fathers and twins parents. Like it's just kind of like when you see someone with multiples, it's like, yo, you're like, yo.
Yeah, not for real. Like I look, I'm like, oh, you going through it too? That's what's
Mhm.
up.
Well,
But
I
it's a
got like
blessing.
I'm stepdad to two. They're four now. We get to send them back home. Be tearing up shit like frickin' frack.
Yeah, I
That
man,
too.
listen.
Boy.
Man, so that's dope. I mean, like, speaking, and let's kick it back to when you were a kid, right? And
Uh-huh.
how we start the show off every time is we ask the first question out the gate is, tell us about your very first memory that you have associated with hip hop, and like, why was it so important to you?
Got you. So, I mean, for me, so I grew up in a house that was very religious and strict, right? So
Hmm.
when it came for me to like really fall in love with hip hop, it was probably like I was had to be about 13. Before that, I would hear it, but I never like owned CDs. I would see it on TV and stuff like that. But it was when I first heard OutKast and I heard
Which one?
Aquemini. So
Nice. Okay.
all my musical like history stuff where I had to go back, it was from that point where I said, yo, where are these dudes from? They from Atlanta and they spitting like this? Like I didn't know that they had like good. I knew about rap, but I didn't know they had good rappers in Atlanta and down south. So I started listening, and I remember I listened to that album every single day for like literally like a month. And that's when it started. From there, I said, now I gotta go and listen to this. I started listening to Nas. I started listening to Jay-Z. I started listening to Snoop Dogg. So for me, it was OutKast. And the thing I liked about it was the cover art was so amazing. Like just looking at that
Yeah,
cover,
that's a
I was
dope
like,
album.
that cover is amazing. Like the way it starts off, the sounds, the production, it just drew me in and I was stuck. And from there, I went on to just listen to like a lot of my favorite East Coast rappers, Redman, listening to like Chino XL, like listening to
Rest in peace,
um,
man.
rest in peace to Chino XL. Just listening to everybody, man. But Outkast was my moment that really got me hooked, and I've been stuck ever since. And side note on Chino XL, man, that was one of the first CDs I ever bought. I told you so. That album. His brother actually does my cover art.
Oh,
He's a
word.
super dope
Wow.
graphic designer. And I told him that when I met him, I was like, yo, that's one of the first CDs I ever bought was I Told You So. He was shocked, but super cool dude, and rest in peace, Chino and Seth.
Rest in
Man,
peace.
that's the lot of tidbits in that story, especially starting with Aquemini
Yeah.
and being on the East Coast and starting with Aquemini to to
Yeah.
to base
It's
and then
crazy.
go backwards. That
Go
that's
down
that's
Yep.
south.
that gives it
Yeah,
actually it gives you the rounding of it as hip. You got in when the hip hop was starting to grow, emerge, and like you said,
exactly.
you know these guys are spitting like that. The
It
stereotypes was out there.
it made me do my research because I was always interested in the magazines, but once that hit, I was Source Magazine, Vibe Magazine. I was reading about where everybody was from. I was
Mm,
looking at the ratings. I was really reading meticulously, going through it and be like, oh, this artist is from New Orleans. Let me check out Cash Money. Let me check out this. I just went down, like, I went down the rabbit hole, as they say, and I just went crazy.
went
And
down a spider
yeah,
crash course. So you
it
was
got
ready for a
crazy.
hip hop quiz at that point in time once you got
Yeah,
done.
man. Yeah, man. My love for hip hop got intense, man. So
That's
definitely
dope.
grateful for that moment.
Salute. What's your favorite song off of Aquemini?
Skewed on the Barbie.
Ooh,
Skewed
okay.
on the
Ain't
Barbie.
trying to
I
lose
think
with
Ray's
Raekwon.
I think his guest feature was super dope. And I feel
Yes, it
like
was.
everybody says Dre, and I think Dre is super dope, but I feel like Big Boy's verse on there was just so fire. Like, so I always give Big Boy his props, but I love that song. And there's a few others on that album, but I love that song a lot. So
Yeah, man.
Damn. I used to make
that's
my
my
daughter.
shit too.
I used to make my daughter say yams. I said no, no.
Well,
I would tell them because I wouldn't letting them listen to cuss words. So I said they
Uh-huh.
saying yams. They said, Daddy, it's not saying yams. I said, yeah, it is. So every time it came on, I would turn it down and I would say yams, 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 and turn it back up.
Hey
I gotta
yo,
do that when I play it for my
but
son.
There you go.
but who else want to fuck with Hollywood Cole?
For real.
Yeah, yeah,
For
I had to
real.
blurb that one. Oh, the poetry in that was
Man,
that's an excellent starting point.
yes, salute to
Shaped
you
my
on that
whole
one.
listening, artistry,
How'd you get
everything.
your hands on that though? Like, how did that fall into your hands? Like, what was that? How was that the choice? Was it the album artwork cover that drew you
Not, you
to
know
it,
what
or
it was? I played basketball, and one of my homeboys who I used to hoop with, he actually had it like laying around, just like laying around. Like,
mm,
I don't remember where it was at, but it might have been on a couch or somewhere. And I picked it up and I started opening it up and like going through it. And he was treating it like it was crap. I'm like, bro, this looks amazing. So I took it, you know what I mean? And it was mine from there. So I had to do a little snatch and run type of situation. But
it's yours,
it
it's
was still a
mine,
friend of
it's
mine.
mine, it's mine. That's cool though. I mean, dope, man. I sweet. So tell me, like, as you started like getting into and progressing and into it, at what point in time did you uh decide to start like becoming active in participating or creating art, being an MC or participating in hip hop in some form, being creative instead of an appreciate, a listener or someone that appreciates it. You're like, I'm going to be an artist.
So it was probably, I would say, like 15. Like I started catching on to music like 13. I remember about 15, my oldest sister, she caught me. She found out my dirty secret. She found my rap notebook. And she was
Mhm.
like, "What's this?" And I was jotting my lines in there. And she used to clown me all the time. She was like, "What? You're writing lyrics?" She was laughing so hard. But her best friend actually was a huge like hip hop head. So I remember telling her, and she knew me from my sister. So I would say about 15. But also too, when I played basketball, like so I played high school basketball and I played college basketball.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
during high school, on the back of the bus, everybody would rap, and for a while, like I was one of the better players. I was probably like second best player on the team at that time on varsity, and everybody would rap and do whatever, and I wouldn't say much. I would just listen. Then the one day when I actually participated and I spit my shit and got my shit off, I saw the reaction that they had. So I'm like, oh shit, I do sound better than them, and they respond to it. So it was something that I kind of still wrote a little bit, but I never rapped in front of my homeboys except my best friend just playing around. But the real pursuit was when I got to college. That's when I was like, yo, I'm writing every day. I got free time. I'm on my own. I got my headphones on. That's when I really started like fucking with it and really just like really taking time to like craft lyrics and really just be an artist. And I didn't know what I was doing at all. Like I had no idea, but I was just filling up the notebook until I met my producer. So that was college, man. That's when I started rhyming. Yeah, met Korona. I wound up working at a Best Buy actually. So I was writing and playing ball. I wound up working at a Best Buy during the off season. I met this guy. He was a shorter guy, smaller stature. He had on baggy clothes. He was cool. He had a good vibe to him. I was like, "Yo, my name is Spitz. I rap." He was like, "Oh, my name's Korona. I make beats." Ever
Mm.
since that day, we literally was locked in. This is like so everybody talks about the home studios now and how all these home studios like we've been on a home studio vibe. I remember we bought the equipment, we were using Cakewalk. At the time
Cakewalk.
Man,
Oh, I ain't
we
heard
cakewalk.
were
that in a
using
while.
Fruity Loops.
Fruity
Yep.
Loops.
Hell
So
Yeah.
yeah, bro.
so we've been on the vibe of like home studios. So now I think it's more comical now. Like I'm like, oh shit, people doing home studios. I remember us putting like PVC piping up with movers blankets and really getting it in like that. So but
Hmm.
he was the one who really like, he pushed me to do like full songs and create, and he really showed me how to craft the bars. And it was good times. Like I'm thinking back now, like how fun it was, and that's the joy that I'm getting now later. I'm getting that joy back of being able to create. So rest in peace, Corona.
Mm,
He passed away,
Oh, I'm
but
sorry to
he
hear that.
taught me.
peace.
Thank you. He taught me everything I needed to know, from home studios to production, to in the engineering ins and outs and stuff like that. So, but yeah, you know, it's a lot, man. I could go on forever talking about when I first started, though.
Man,
Continue.
that's dope.
And the things like that though, because it's a common theme among any type of artist that really is passionate about what they want to do, is that they figure out how to create regardless with what
Mm-hmm.
it is that they have. You know what I mean? If you
Yeah,
are a creative, and it goes to anybody that's out there sitting on the fence, and if you are using an excuse of like my equipment or I don't have good enough stuff,
yeah,
you go out there and get what you can or use what you have and
exactly.
master that, like put your
It's no
10,000
excuses.
hours. There's no excuses,
Learn the
because
Yeah,
ins and out of that piece of equipment.
yeah.
and
It
That's
and
is.
key.
It's
yeah,
exactly what you said, like learning it too. But I also think too with it, like I feel like you'll be more inclined to do that if you really love it. Because my
yes,
thing was even now, like in a different aspect. Now I still love writing and creating, but I dove so far into the audio engineering part because I record all my stuff in my home studio and then I take
Hmm.
it to a big studio to get mixed and stuff. But I just dove in because I love doing it so much. I'm like, I want to know how every little thing should work, how everything little thing should sound. But the equipment, you just use what you got. My first microphone, I went to Guitar Center. I was like, yo, I got $140. Show me which mic. I got $200 to get a pair of speakers. I need an interface. I was like, yo, what do I need to do? Like, I need Pro Tools, I need Sonar, whatever. So I just was like, yo, whatever you got, I'm gonna take it, make it work. And that's what we was doing. That's how we started. And that's like what I think everybody should be doing. Find a way, even if it's like minimal, work your way up to the big leagues. In other words, so,
yep.
Or, hey, question, because you mentioned that, because I played college ball. Where'd you play college ball at?
Fisher College,
Fisher,
yeah,
in
Fisher College,
up on
yeah,
the East Coast or out here in
in
Indiana?
Boston, in
In Boston.
Boston,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
it's NAIA Division two,
okay.
yeah, yeah. I miss balling too, man. That's my first love, man. But music, she just won my heart, man. She took over. She won my heart. I've been with this girl for so long, and I still love her, man. You know,
Well, let
and
me
the
tell
words are
you.
common.
Let me tell you, it does hit home. I miss balling, but these aches and pains every time I get up and feel like I feel like I've been playing ball in my dreams, and I wake up, my ankle
Yeah,
swole. Let that getting old, mid 50s. I miss it, but my eyeballs work. I can watch it and I can coach
yeah, man. It takes a toll. It takes a toll. You know, I didn't want to be that baller with the ice on my knees,
Yeah,
but it's coming for me soon, eventually, though. So I'll stick with the
yeah,
rapping for now. So
yeah. And it's I mean it's a maturation to get where I drop anything to go play play some ball. Now I'm like
of course,
and you just it starts coming naturally. Of course I miss it, but I know what the capabilities are. Last time I
for sure.
played, my body definitely let my mind know, fuck you. Like what, you ain't played full court in 3 years and you about to spin this way and go dunk. I said,
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
my body
yeah.
said, my mind and body said, I'm gonna let you spin this way, but then you're gonna fall and the ball gonna go out of bounds. And that's exactly what
Yeah,
happened.
listen. I feel that because last time I hopped on the court, I said to myself, I said I could try, but I said I'm not even going to do it because I know what's going to happen. See, you had heart. You took the initiative to try it. I said I'm gonna run down the court, play defense, rebound, and pass until like a couple weeks till I get in shape because I
There
knew
you
I was
go.
gonna get fucked up.
Well, I
So,
mean, I did that, but I started feeling like, well, I'm doing the shape thing. I've got 5 rebounds, got a few blocks. Let me
mhm.
try this move. Body said, fuck you.
Yeah, nah. He said not now, not right
Nah,
now.
nah, nah. He said, you see, you're starting to feel yourself. Stop. Stick to the program.
Yeah, it's good that
Well,
you out there though.
yeah, yeah. And that's the sports and hip hop. I mean, it was me and my roommate, we was rapping in college. I had the turntable set up, so it was like
Yeah,
the sports. I mean, still it's entertainment. The way
for
you
sure.
craft your body to run up and down the court and do what you can do. You start doing your mind and for your lyrics, your writing, your
Yeah,
creativity. If you DJ and you produce, you got your ear set for that. So
yeah.
it kind of
They
roll hand
they
in
go
hand. You
hand
see
in
that?
hand. They
Yeah.
go hand in hand. But I feel like with hip hop and basketball, you know, obviously you love the same thing as well. I feel like it's a different feeling though, at least from my perspective. I'm gonna say this. The reason why I say that is because basketball, it's like you go out there, you training, you trying to get better, you trying to work on your skills to be great and all that stuff. You do the same in hip hop, but it's more free because it's not like any structured like way that you have to do it. In basketball, it's like, oh, I can't, you know, I can't do this. I got to do that. I got to stay within these lines. Though it's like so
Geometry, yeah.
structured as opposed to hip hop. Is like I feel better doing hip hop because I'm just like I can say whatever the fuck I want. I can
Freestyle.
come up with any idea I want. There's nobody
Any style.
coaching me on how I
Yeah.
got to get the ball to here. I can't just shoot it every time I come down the court. So I feel like that's the difference between
Good
like
point.
me really loving like this music because it's just like this is my freedom. You know what I'm saying? Like I could make a song and make a project and call it Good Coffee Club and feel good about it. Nobody's it's creative art. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Right.
like it's two different feelings. I still love them both, man. But like I said, hip hop, she got me, man. She got me good. I can't even front. She got me.
And you and you ain't gotta be in no physical shape to do it. Maybe keep your breath up if you performing.
For sure. Nah, definitely got to do that. But
Yeah. So
That's yeah,
go ahead,
man.
Boogie.
No, I was just gonna say, like, from you mentioned that you walked away from sports and decided to go into music, and I had to make a decision like that as well, and I pursued that type of thing and didn't take up some opportunities that I had, and that was a dare. Do you regret it?
I did at one point in time. So I did. I think after because I started my first two. I started right as a freshman. I was playing guard. I started second year. I was making a big impact second year, but it
Mhm.
was like I feel like being a collegiate athlete and being a student. Sometimes, man, people don't know the stresses that come with it from classroom
Yeah.
and sports. But I feel like I regretted it just because my friends were still playing. But at that point in time, I was kind of battling if I wanted to even play again, but I just loved music more. So it was like, yeah, I got what I want, but I'm still looking like, but I realized like the grass is greener on the side that I'm at because I really enjoy this as opposed to my coach, players I'm playing with, this and that. I still love it, but just not as much. So it was a little regret, but the decision to make music, I'm still making music now. I'm making the best music that I've ever made. I'm happier. Like I'm more happy making music. Like I could literally be in the
Yeah.
studio 8 hours and this is my happiness. Like I might go and play ball, play like 5 or 6 games. I might be pissed because these dudes suck. Like I'm passing the outlet, they missing layups, they like dribbling it out of bounds and shit like
Oh
that. And
shit.
I'm trying not to gun and shit like that. But it's just a happier scene for me doing music. So now I don't regret it. So it was a short point in time. So
Mm.
Dope, man. Well, salute to that, man. But
I
so go ahead. Sorry,
No,
what is it?
I relate to them shitty teams, and
yeah, you'd be like, what are
well,
you
you be like,
doing, bro?
and then if you take over, then like you holding the boss. I gotta take over. Y'all can't.
Exactly. I got no choice. I can't pass it to y'all every
I'm not
time.
trying to
Right.
lose.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Uh,
stay on my 5 games. I don't want to sit out too. I get stiff.
Exactly.
right.
Yeah.
So like transitioning into as you started taking things serious, and as you mentioned, you and your partner had basically started building your home studios and stuff,
Mhm.
Korona, and tell us about that experience when you started first recording, because like you mentioned back when you first started spitting in front of your homies and stuff and getting the
Mhm.
courage up to be like, all right, because that was a big thing, right? Your
Yeah.
sister found your rhyme book, and that was a
Word.
big, like, it's like that was something you were doing
Yeah. Son, I
privately,
was
and then
hiding.
all of a sudden, like, oh, and now that's out there, and then you had that, and then you put yourself out there publicly
Yeah.
to their homies and stuff, and then it's a whole nother thing when you're like, all right, I'm gonna actually record, right, and
Man,
do something and put a. Tell us about that experience, man, and what
man.
that
So
first experience was like.
listen, so first started doing it, you know, I remember this very clear. So my friends were like, "You suck." They was like, "Yo, you suck." Like my friends, they were from Staten Island. They were like, "You
Yeah.
suck." So my you guys heard of the Swarm album from Wu-Tang?
Yeah, yeah.
So one of my close friends and brothers, he's on that album. He was signed to Wu.
Okay.
His name, this track is called Ruthless Bastards. So Iron Mike
Okay.
is a close friend of mine. Like he's on my Good Coffee Club 3 and some other projects. So, but his brother played college ball with me. So he used to listen to Iron. So when I come rapping, he's looking at me like, yo, you're not that nice. Like, so here's the thing, like it was pretty much when I started rapping in school, they all were like, yo, this ain't it. They was like, this shit is whack, you know, we're not trying to listen to it. But me and Korona, we were thinking like, yo, we like this shit. Like this shit is dope. We're creating our own projects. We was working at Best Buy, so we're printing our CDs, making our own cover art. We selling our CDs. Like we're going hard. So I went through the part of the humiliation scene in the movie where you're giving your shit out and people not really fucking with you. But the part to it is like we didn't stop. Like I kept doing it. So it was a point in time where they went from like, yo, you suck. And then I remember like it was quick though, too. It was a quick turnaround. I dropped this first project called Empire. It was all produced by Korona. It was like 10 songs. That was the one we were selling at first. I was making money off it. That's the cool thing. I had dough because people were supporting. But after that project, I wasn't getting the response from everybody like close to me. It was like random people in college. So I took like a few months and I just literally wrote like every single day, rap, wrote, listen to beats, started studying it more. Then I dropped my mixtape, Hustleville. Then that's when I knew I should pursue rapping. Because when I dropped that, we actually went to the big studio. I was like, you know what? I like recording here, but I went to the big studio. Went to Split Second. My homie Sip, RIP to Sip. Another mentor who taught me a lot of stuff about music too. We cooked up. We made that project. I let people hear that project. That's when they turned the corner. They was like, yo, this shit is nice. Like this is it right now. So my homeboy was like, yo, I gotta introduce you to my brother Iron. So that's when I started seeing like a little bit of results. But it was a time when people were saying like this shit sucks, you know, laughing. He's trying to be a rapper, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like everybody goes through that stage at some point in time. If you don't, then that's what's up. But that's when I really knew that I had something. And honestly, from that day, from that project, after that, I literally haven't had any of my close homies like say, like, yo, these tracks aren't good. Like they always say, like, yo, you don't miss with these. And I was thinking they was gassing it up because you want criticism.
Yeah.
But I put in work. Like I remember, and just like basketball. So the correlation between basketball and music that I took from it too is that even in, I'm gonna bring it back, even in high school, right? I was decent in ball, but I wasn't the kid who like played in the leagues or whatever. My parents didn't have the dough for all that. So I worked out. I got cut from 7th and 8th grade team. So that summer when I got cut from the 7th and 8th grade team, I wanted to play. I literally practiced every single day. And I saw the same thing happen with rap. So I practiced every single day. Then I got to the tryouts in freshman, and my coach was like, yo, where you been at? Like, you're on the team. Like, automatically, I was starting, doing whatever I needed to do. He was like, yo, he was like, you're good. He was like, we need to refine your skills or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I saw how the work ethic could lead to something good. And I took that formula and I did it with hip hop. But it's one of those things too, mentally, I just get frustrated if I'm not good at something. I'm like, nah, I'm going to find a way to be nice at this shit. I'm writing every single day. Like the homie in the comments, salute. I was like, yo, I'm going to write until I'm nice and they say I'm good. So that's when I knew after that project, after that mixtape. And then I went on to drop a bunch of other shit too. But I knew right then and there, just I saw their responses and how everybody wanted to be around me. It was like one of those things, everybody wanted to be around me because I started even freestyling. I started battling. I started jumping in ciphers. Like, so that point of hiding my raps and not wanting to show it turned into something way different where I was like, yo, if I'm going to lose, I'm going to go out guns blazing type of shit. Like I was trying to battle, and even it got to the point in time where in college where it was a talent show, and pretty much everybody performed. I was one of the last artists performed. I went on stage, did some songs, got a standing ovation. And this is another moment where I knew that I should be doing it. Everybody, saluted, said, yo, you killed it. Then I left. I was always the dude. I'll go to the party, pull up, do my thing. But sometimes I'll dip out and just nobody will know where I went. I'm just off doing my own shit. So I dipped and I left the show. They didn't know where I went. But it was a rapper there who was in the crowd. He was dissing me. So he was dissing me. So they ran down the streets, everybody, like 4 people, like, yo, you got to come back. This dude is dissing you. Like, you got to come back. I'm like, oh, shit. So that time I was like kind of on the spot, but I went back. I wound up battling dude. And that's a career that I destroyed before it even started. So that dude, I was like,
snuffed it out.
Yeah, I hope he's good till this day. But I just remember him like having a brown shirt. And I said something about that's why his shirt is just this color because I shitted on him. And it was something so simple and corny at the time, but it was just the fact that I was freestyling, I was rhyming. So everybody in my school went crazy, right? So the next day I went to school and I was walking through like our little cafeteria mall area. I saw all these females' eyes looking and I saw these people looking and I was like, oh shit. I think I did something. So that just gave me a little more motivation just to go in. But my homeboy always tells that story. My homie Rich, shout out to Rich. I just was on the phone with him a little while ago. He always tells that story because it's still visual, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that was one of the times where I knew. I was like, yeah, I got to do this shit. I had fun doing it. I enjoyed it. And it was just something when you're good at something, you like, all right, I can do this shit. It was like a motivating type of experience, you know what I mean? So,
and that's a hell of a progression story too. I mean, the non quit in you to keep doing it, and sometimes I know early with art, sometimes you got boys that they be like, yeah, man, you're dope, and they be like behind your back.
Nah, not my friend.
I want you to give me the opinions. I want I want to know, so I don't go somewhere else and be looking stupid as fuck.
Yeah, nah, for real. Exactly. My friends would never. They told me straight up. So
that's dope.
So that gave you something to work with, constructive criticism.
Of course.
So that's much appreciated to the true homies that told you was whack.
Yeah, we still close to this day. Like even Iron Mike's brother, he wound up being like a person who would tell me like, yo, your shit is whack, to saying, yo, we got to start an independent record label. And that was when I first started my indie label before we even started booking shows, which is a whole nother story. But he was like, he really believed in it. He was like, yo, I'm putting my bread up. Like we back and forth to New York, we doing all this crazy shit because he saw it because he had been around when they first got signed. So he was like, nah. And what he really like, and this is a close friend of mine too, we speak all the time. What he really liked was he felt like I was like myself, you know what I'm saying? Like I was still finding a way to be dope, but I wasn't trying to be super gangster, but I wasn't being a pussy either. Like I was finding a balance to be myself, you know what I'm saying? I did a little hustling, here and there, but I was me, and everything. He knew he was around me, so he saw it and he liked the way that I was putting the shit together. Like even the time I remember, it was one time where 2 of my friends, they heard a song that I had, More Sushi, and they remember this happening. Like it was like it was a line where I said rebounded from all the bullshit. Dennis Rodman, I said I had a mic next to the bed and a pound in the closet. So when I talk about the home studio, right, had the mic right there, but I was hustling on the side at the time. So when you go to the top, when they wanted to get bud, they would just go, and it was a big pound there. So when I said that, they was like, yo, you spitting some real shit like that we could really gravitate to. So when they could relate to it. So that was like dope because they embraced it. They was like, they gravitated to it at that point in time. So it's a lot of good memories, man. That was in Boston, but this music journey, man, it was definitely like, it still is. It's amazing. Like when I really sit back and think about it, it's been a blessing, man. Like I could just,
You can hear you can hear the enthusiasm and the exuberance. Just like, man, it's like it's brand new to you again.
Yeah, it's
And
like it's
that's dope.
nostalgic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's dope that you putting in the work, progressing, but still feel that like almost like it's brand new to you.
of course.
Yeah,
Yeah, it feels great right
absolutely.
now.
Hmm.
So I mean, like, tell me about, when you started. Well, I did want to have one question that I just remembered. A side note: who would you say that you was the MC or the artist that had the most impact on your style of writing or the thought process,
Or as normally he'll say,
approach?
what impacted your pen? Like kind of,
Yeah,
So I say,
yeah.
so I would
Thank you.
say the artists who I think like structurally, like just the way like flowing and rhyming, who I really
Yeah,
listened to and was like, I would definitely say it was Jay-Z, but we don't have the same story. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the same story, but as far as like, being lyrical and having metaphors and having lines that slip by you for a second, then somebody said, "Oh shit." He
that's
said,
what I
boom,
mean.
boom,
Yeah.
boom. So I feel like the element of surprise, but also being direct. I got a lot of that from Jay-Z, but also too, like even Talib Kweli, like listening to
Mhm.
Talib Kweli, one of the first CDs I ever bought. Also, it made me really be able to be authentic and say what's on my mind too, and just kind of have a piece that's conscious. You know what I'm saying? Have a conscious when you are rapping. And so I take pieces of everybody's game. You know what I'm saying? And I blend it in my own, and I make it Spence Nelson. But those are two artists who I really like. I would say it's kind of studied, and yeah, two artists that are my favorite.
Like that. Yeah. Yeah, and I like how you say bring that in, incorporate it, but it's not, because it was biting back in the day. It's like influenced by it's more.
Exactly.
It's gonna be me. I'm gonna say it with my
Of
voice, my
course.
way, put my stank on it. I got an idea, but I ain't going line for line. I just got an
Yeah,
idea.
nah, definitely. Shit, we not even going flow for flows. It's just I'm inspired by like what they
Yes.
do. So I've never took like a song and said I gotta flow like that. I've
Yeah.
listened to music, and what I have done is said, "Oh, I like beats like that." But I feel like I can't replicate their flows. I can't replicate who they are. Like
No,
it's
no, that,
impossible. But
yeah.
for me to even try is dumb. But I could be the best version of myself, and long as I'm writing, and long as I'm connected with my audience, that's all I care about. Anyway, I'm gonna still be fans of them and listen to their shit all day. But replicating somebody's style, I don't even believe in that. But I do like some of their beats, and I listen to them, and I'll be like, yo, I love what they're doing on it. You know what I'm saying? So
And I like you mentioned the wordplay. The ones like artists that catch me is like you said, the ones that slip by, then you go back on your second or third listen, like, oh
yeah.
damn, I didn't catch that. Was slick as fuck.
Man, listen, when Jay-Z said, this is one, and I always tell people this, when I heard him say, I'm a hustler, baby, I'll sell water to a well, right? So I said, okay. And I said, hold on. Did he mean a well in the ocean?
That's it. Or
Or a
the
well? And
well
I
full
was
of
like,
water.
oh, I was
Yeah.
like, I get it. So it was moments like that, you know what I'm saying, that I would hear it, and it made sense for me, you know what I'm saying? I like the double entendres, you know what I'm saying? But then I like sometimes the comedic rap too, that's kind of funny. Like I'm a huge MF Doom fan.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
Rest in
love
peace.
when everybody says everybody loves the one beer song, and I'm just like I always like laugh when he says there's only one beer left. Rapper screaming all in our ears like we're deaf. Like I listen to stuff like that. It's so direct. It's so funny at the same time. I'm just like this shit's hilarious. So I don't mind being direct. Like a lot of these artists I listen to, I admire them, and I'm like, yeah, I get why he said it like that. It's true. People do be
Mhm.
fucking screaming on the stage and doing all the bullshit. So I listen to these artists, man, and I just say, like, when I'm penning my shit, I just, it basically tells me to be free and be myself. I'm like, he's doing
Yeah.
what he want, he's doing what he want, he doing what he want. I'm gonna do what I want. So
I'm glad you're incorporating all that. I remember lines like Ludacris, one of many me shoes got more soul than you. And just let shit like that sink in. You
and
be like,
and
ah,
it
that's
sticks
slick.
out, and it sticks
Yeah.
out, it stands out. It's a dope line.
Yeah, and then put, helps your composition and get them quotables, hip hop quotables.
Hmm.
Yeah,
For
that's dope.
sure.
So as I'm looking on your streaming, and looking at, so if everybody the links to your content, spitsnelson.com, it is in the description on the YouTube channel.
Hmm.
Appreciate it.
Be able to click that and go through. You've got merch, you've got all types of things. Plus you've got your most recent project out that you released this year, Good Coffee Club 3, right? And
Yes,
I see
sir.
you're drinking on, you're still pulling on some coffee right now. So it looked
Yes,
like
sir.
you're
You
not.
know,
So you're
it's a
like,
bad habit.
you remind me of my grandfather, because my grandfather had a cup of coffee as he on his nightstand. He would go to drink or go to sleep drinking coffee. Like he drank coffee 24. That's all he did was just
Mm.
drink
It's
coffee.
it's a bad habit, man. But I mean, they got me, man. They got me.
Hey,
Another
look,
time
that's
they got me.
hey,
So
look,
what?
it's you have worse vices, right?
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
but the whole Good Coffee Club 3, appreciate that. I actually
Yeah.
that project,
Dope project, by the way, too. Dope
yeah,
project.
thank you, man. Thank you. So
Yeah.
like I've been dropping these 4 packs, and I started it actually when me and my wife were when she was having the twins, we were having our boys. So I was going to Soho every day. I was going to New York back and forth every single day. And I was just like, I really don't have time to write, but I feel creative again. Like it was like a surge, right? So
Hmm.
I'm on the train. I would drive and go to the train, hop on in Newark, and I'm drinking my coffee, same routine every day. My producer Slim, shout out to Slim Boy D. He produced all the records on 1, 2, and 3. But I'm
Okay.
drinking my coffee and I'm listening to beats because he keeps sending me beats even when I wasn't rapping. So he's sending me these beats. I'm listening and I'm noticing every day I'm doing the same thing: drinking coffee, talking on the phone, writing, doing all this shit, right? So I got the one beat for doing my job and I'm writing to it. I finished the whole song. I go back home late night, record it. I listen to that shit. I'm like, this song is kind of fire. So the next day, I write another song. I wrote Rappuccino, then I write Counterfeit, and all these songs are coming while I'm drinking this coffee. So I'm like, yo, you know what? I wasn't like this last time. Like I feel the energy of making music again. So I'm like, what do I see on the train? I see everybody got their headphones on and they got coffee too. And I said, yo, we in like the same club or some shit. And I said, what's up with what are they listening to? Like, are they listening to hip hop? I'm like, well, hip hop is the #1 genre in the world. So maybe 7 out of 10 people are listening to hip hop. Most likely they are. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna call this shit Good Coffee Club. I'm like, I'm writing it when I'm drinking my coffee. And then I would be in New York. I would go on break, do what I need to do. I would go to the cafe. So I'm literally turning the cafe into a creative space. I'm zoned out in the corner with my laptop, with my headphones. I'm writing, I'm doing whatever I need to do back there, jotting. I'm sitting there with that cup for an hour, and I'm like, yo, this shit came out of nowhere. So I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna call these 4 packs Good Coffee Club, probably do like 10 of them, and then I'll put out like a full album. But since that time when I first started, I wrote like 50 songs. So
Mm.
even now I have 3 projects ready to go. And it's because
Nice.
I'm very passionate at the moment. I'm just like, yo, I got inspired from just not having any time to do anything and then using the time that I have to make some dope shit. So it came out of nowhere. Like it wasn't even like I planned it. It was just like, yo, this shit appeared. Like, cool. That's what's
So
up.
I got a question for you. Like, did you drink coffee before the twins?
That's the whole thing. Absolutely. So in my house, I have a whole
Uh,
coffee bar. So I'm thankful because
oh, I got you.
I would have never survived without coffee. But I posted it one day on Instagram. I showed people it, and they was like, "What the?" They was like surprised because I got all the flavors there. Um, my wife had bought me a sign that has my name on it, like the little cafe joint. I
The
got 3
neon
different
light.
machines there. So it gets intense. When we talk about coffee, it gets crazy. I'm actually going to a barista class next week. So
Mm.
I'm doing a
No
whole
kidding.
barista class and all that shit, man. It just works for me, man. It's one of those
So you
things.
got like your own espresso machine and the whole nine. Like you said,
I
you
got 2 different. Listen, the main machine that I'm rocking with though is called Nespresso. So it's
I know
like
about those little pod
the
things.
little pod.
So
So
yeah,
that one,
Yeah,
I
my
love
mom
that
doing it.
one.
Yeah.
I think it's a dope brand. Shout out to Nespresso when we
so
do
they
our tour
actually do a
together.
good quality. They
Yeah.
do a good
Sponsor
quality
me.
product.
Yeah, no, they have great product. And listen, we're doing a tour coming soon. So Nespresso, I'll be talking to
Holla
y'all in a
at 'em.
little while. So, but yeah, I usually like the Nespresso ones, but mostly I
Nice.
do the little coffee reviews and all that. So I love coffee before I had the babies, man. It helps out a lot now though too.
Well,
So
now you got two babies in each hand, 2 cups in each hand.
man, shit is real,
Two
man.
Double
cups.
double fisted.
Exactly. And my 4-year-old running around too. So it's
Yeah, yeah. I wasn't forgetting that one.
real.
Man, no, but
Yeah.
I love the concept, and I love projects, and I like the way you have like the 4 packs. You got this idea of like here it is, like these EPs, one, two, three. They got 4 songs on it. We're gonna crank
Yeah,
these out, hit them out, put them out. But
yeah.
that's, I guess, the beauty of course, the digital era compared to the previous area where you did have to have physicals,
For
Mechanicals. Yeah.
sure.
and actual people. You can just immediately upload anything that split it as soon as you get it done and get it out.
Yeah.
You just put it out there and you're
Yeah.
done. You know what I
It's
mean?
microwave season. Yeah.
Yeah, for real. So I mean
So
that's good to be it's a great era to be an independent artist, but also I find it's difficult to cut through the oversaturation of everybody putting out everything. So it's like, how do you find even yourself as an artist? How do you find new music, and how do you keep current and up to date on the real type of music that you're connecting with, or what is it that you're listening to when you're not writing, or when you're in your creative process?
so when I'm not writing, like I'm listening to like a lot of like neo soul type of stuff. I'm listening to like still going back to my old stuff. I'm listening to like a lot of Bob Marley. I'm listening to like the Isley Brothers, man. Like I'm listening
Cincinnati
to
stand up.
yeah, so like so I'm listening to like older stuff too, but also too if I'm listening to hip hop too, I'm still listening to a lot of hip hop. It's just very selective. Like I'm really listening to like a lot of like my favorite artist right now is Rock Marciano. So I'm
Okay.
listening to a lot of Rock Marciano, like um trying to think, man. Boldy James, I think he's dope too. So
Oh
I,
yeah.
when I'm not writing, like I'm always looking for something that'll spark creativity. But most of the creativity is coming from me going back through the old records that I fell in love with, and even listening to just like calming stuff. Like I went to a concert with my wife recently, and I went to it was a Raphael Sadiq concert.
Oh,
Probably one of the
Nice.
best concerts I ever been to in my entire life. So it was at the Apollo Theater. They took our phones. I couldn't get video and stuff like that.
Mm.
mm,
But it was like it was it was motivation for me to write. Like just seeing him get on stage, playing all those instruments, telling the stories, how he was connecting with the crowd, and then just listening to the songs again. I'm just like, yo, I need this. And it wasn't, obviously it's not hip hop, but sometimes I need to get away from hip hop a little bit. It's still there, but sometimes I need to like let it chill because I'm so engulfed in it. I love it so much, but sometimes I need to fall back and listen to some blues, listen to some jazz, listen to some R&B. So
mhm.
yeah, but that's what I do, and it works for me, man. And sometimes I won't even listen to music for a couple of days. So
Take a breather, and and listening to all them styles. I mean, that's because hip hop is one of the main American art forms from jazz and blues. This is
for sure.
strictly, and it's coming from amalgamations of different cultures,
Yeah,
ethnicity, different sounds. So blues, reggae, shit, even bluegrass, country,
yeah.
all these roots play a
Yeah.
part in what hip hop and has become. So that's good,
Mhm.
good back. I mean, rock music,
Yeah,
especially
and
classic rock.
I listen to rock music as well. Like I tell that to some people, they be looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, yo, I had to tell this one kid, I forget who I forget who I told it to. I was like, do you know that the Peter Guns and Lord Tariq Uptown Baby is just a snatch from Steely Dan? We love that song, but that's the exact, like, literally like the same thing. Like, so
In the
sometimes
morning.
I try to tell them, but they don't listen to me. They don't listen to me.
Yeah, if
So
they're not, yeah, that, and then like
yeah, they don't listen.
take a wife to the doctor this morning because some of the stations out here, even if they playing oldies, they
Uh-huh.
still stuck in a loop. They still playing
Yeah,
10 songs instead of 50 or 60 in a rotations.
yeah.
I had on classical music. She said, "What you listen to?" I said something different. I said I sampled classical before as a producer. I
It's
need something
healing.
fresh. I need something fresh in my ears. I'm keep hearing the same old thing. I
Yep.
want something different. Free
Classical
recharge.
music is a healing frequency too, so that's
Yeah.
dope.
hmm
Yeah, it's different keys, different
Mm-hmm.
frequencies it's tuned
Strings
into.
and
Yeah.
woodwinds.
Yeah, man. I mean, music is so powerful, and I think that's the reason why, even like us three are on this screen today because it had such a powerful impact on each of our lives that it has even directed us in our adult lives to still pursue it in some form, fashion,
Yeah,
to be a part of it, to appreciate it, to be creative in it. It's
for
that
sure.
powerful. Yeah. So,
hmm
you know, it can be done. It could be used for good. It could be used for evil too. So, I mean,
You made a good
it could,
point. Made a very good point.
so I know, we won't, that's a topic for a whole different day if you want to
But
get into it.
I know what you mean though, because and I will hit on that too though, because I do think that the music that I'm putting out right now is I'm trying not to destroy, man.
Yeah.
It's the art that I love, but I don't want to destroy people either. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think exactly what you said. You could use it one way or use the other way, and that's probably why I never really wanted to be on a record label.
hmm
Um, a lot of people ask me like, "Yo, would you want to be signed?" I would love to do a partnership. Like, I'll do a
Yeah.
partnership, but to be signed, like, no, I would have to be in control of what I'm creating because I wouldn't want somebody to just say, "Yo, you got to make some stuff that's a little more edgier because this is what the algorithm says." Nah, bro. I'm
hmm
right now, I'll laugh and be like, "Nah, sorry, man. I'm doing dad rap right now, man. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm not even on that vibe." But like, I just wouldn't want to be like, I wouldn't want to be pressured into doing some shit that is not me. So,
Well, what you said,
so
you would look for a partnership, especially the
of
way it
course,
works now. If you doing your, because like you ain't touching my A&R. You're not touching my artist repertoire. That's me. I said
yep,
I and I
yep,
alone run this department. So if
exactly,
you want to partner with me, this is what you're gonna get from me. I
exactly,
don't tell me to put on no tuxedo and go out here and sing some crap because the last nigga did it. I ain't doing
yep,
that.
yep. So yeah, I couldn't do that, man. And I think that's the beauty in being an independent artist, an independent creative, to have your own destiny and to be able to you're finding your own tribe. You're finding your fans. You're on a mission to find your fans. At the label, it's cool. It's probably great for a lot of people, but you gotta throw. You gotta have you trying to get as many as you can. Me, I could take advantage of saying, "Yo, I got these 1,000 fans. I'm
hmm
making music specifically for you." You know what? That might grow to 2,000. I'm still making music just for you. I'm catering to you. Like, this is us. This is what we do. This is shit that you love. This is shit that I love. We connected on that level. So
This
Yeah.
this
definitely
this
not
the
trying to destroy it.
this the Spitz Nelson channel. This is what you gonna get.
Exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
here for you. Y'all here for me. Let's roll.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
100%.
Which brings us to, like, we always like to make sure that we have an opportunity to play some music and have an opportunity to give you, the artist, to say, for instance, this may be the first time that folks are exposed to your music and
Mhm.
to, what the songs that we're getting ready to play, and you're going to be the one to tell us, what you want us to play. But before we play it, what I would like to do is always give you, the artist, an opportunity to set the table and prepare the listeners for what it is they're getting ready to hear. And what I mean by that is you never get an opportunity to speak directly to the person that's going to consume your content for the first time,
Mhm.
and explain and put them in your mind frame and put them in the situation and in the environment that you
For
were
sure.
in, the headspace you were in when you created this song and crafted this song. So giving them an opportunity to connect and think about what it is they're hearing on a whole, enriching their experience. So, as I say, set the table for them. So,
Of
what
course.
I'd like you to do is tell me I'm eyeballing a video because we like to play videos. If we don't, I know the newer
Uh-huh.
projects, we're gonna be playing songs and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
it's gonna be out for audio format too. Um, but I see the music video more than rap, and it's featuring Iron
Yes,
Mike.
Iron
yes,
Mike.
So could you tell me about and set the table on how this project? I know you mentioned that Iron Mike is a really good friend of yours, and
yeah.
your homie was like judging your original work based
Yes,
off of
yes,
like
yeah.
you're not on the level of this like so as someone that you were competing with, like you were
Uh-huh.
actually it's like, all right, I'm gonna be better than this dude, right? And I'm gonna be
This,
on his so
yeah.
and to get to a point where you actually are like collabing and now you have a music video. So tell us
So
more than
so
rap.
when we did that record, like even that record, like the first thing I would say is like the song is more than rap. It's basically like us, like me. When I wrote the record, I was thinking like, yo, I don't always, it goes back to destroy. I don't want to destroy my people with music, but I still want to be dope. Like I don't want to come off and say I'm killing motherfuckers every day and shooting and doing fucking up my community every day. So even the first line, I'm telling people like Spitz is not a crook, Spitz Nelson is not a criminal, but I will murder any motherfucker that'll tell me I can't be my own individual. That's the
Ooh,
first line on the song. So it was really just, it's more than rap. This is some real life shit. Like rap is entertainment, but it also can be real. So we got to take it serious. And more than rap is a record that I'm proud of. We did it back in the day. We were rocking hella shows together, and that's my bro. He blessed the feature. So definitely check out more than rap and let us know in the comments what y'all think. Spitz Nelson featuring Iron Mike, more than rap.
here we
There it
go.
is. And he introed it beautifully, beautifully, beautifully. Let's get it going on right now.
With a sip of coffee.
Sip of coffee.
It's more than rap, man.
Hey, yo, Spitz.
Yeah, what
Boy,
up?
Iron, man. I'm here.
Okay.
Going on these niggas. Yeah.
Spitz is not a crook. Spitz Nelson is not a criminal. But I will murder any motherfucker that'll tell me I can't be my own individual. Yeah, I'm smoking dro in my living room with a pretty hoe, watching Diddy show. Hop up on the bed, head on the mattress. The flow's Hollywood, but I wish I was acting. Oh God, he's good for the hood or the masses. As soon as the check clear, that's when I start rapping. You wanna know why hip hop's dead? Cause either these niggas lying or they talking to the feds. These cowards ain't a threat, they just want to check. Before you eat off me, you'll starve to death. And me and you can never ever chill. You got 10 bodyguards, how the fuck is you real? This is more than rap, this is real. This some hip hop shit that you can feel. Nobody got killed, but shit's still ill. Yo, y'all better pay us like you owe us. The pen, the pad, the hook, the beat. Iron. I jab the track, then hook the streets. I'm here, nigga. The ears is ringing, the sample is playing. Spitz, let me get yo, y'all better pay us like you owe us.
They call me Iron Mike, the undisputed champ of this rap shit. That's right. These rappers belong in movies, they act this. It's comical, that gangster shit they practice. That thug life, I give you unlimited access. I show you my hood, I show you my ratchets. What else? The transactions take place on the back steps. My daddy died from this, I kissed on his casket. That's right. I promised him my son won't grow up a bastard. I'm back in the booth, I'm running with shooters. I'm back. My raps are the truth, we clapping the Rugers. I skipped school, man, the streets is my tutors. I'm winning now, I stopped running with losers. from NY to Boston, Mass, and it takes the cops and SWAT to get me off your ass. That's right. I pop a shot, then toss the mag. You rap like you bust your gun, of course I have. I was named after MJ, of course I'm bad. Set the gloves I wear is black, and so is the mask. There's murder on my mind, so is the cash. Put that together, guess what? The burn is a blast. Yeah, I often clap. This is more than rap. Somebody ring the fire alarm, I just toss the track. That's right. We throwing bullets like a quarterback. My raps are priceless, meaning nothing costs more than that.
Black team general, my army is invincible. We the hottest out, man. Fuck who you listen to. Y'all sound miserable. I sound like I'm winning, dude. Yeah, I'm on my job. All I need is my business.
I'm like a 3-2 count. I'm staying alive. That's right. I'm fresh off the lot. I'm ready to ride. Let's go. I'm gripping the tool. I'm stuck in the groove. I'm like Pretty Boy Floyd. They waiting for me to lose.
Yo, making moves. My independent hustle got me eating while these lazy niggas staring at my food. I'm eating. The flow's priceless. But it's more than rap. These ain't songs, nigga, these artifacts.
Lyrical dope, it's a heavy dose in every quote. When I approach these niggas shaking like Freddie Roach. That's right. Stop faking, hating, you riding coach. Only first class iron. Spits, do they really want it?
Nope. This is more than rap, this is real. This some hip hop shit that you can feel. Nobody got killed, but shit's still ill. Yo, y'all better pay us like you owe us. The pen, the pad, the hook, the beat. I jab the track, then hook the streets. The ears is ringing, the sample is playing. Yo, y'all better pay us like you owe us.
Yo.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, look.
East Coast rock banger.
I mean, you sampled Journey.
Yes.
You flipped that Journey on them.
Yeah, nah, that definitely was. When I heard that beat, I said, "Yeah, we gotta do something on this." It was instant. I heard that beat in like 2 minutes. I'm like, "Yeah, we gotta do a song on it." Crazy.
Got that, had that Dipset type feel, and I like how y'all both did your verse, and then y'all kind of combined on that last one, little back and forth. That was nice. That was nice.
Appreciate you. Yeah, we actually been talking like. It's crazy because I have a lot of projects coming up, but we was talking recently. We was like, yo, maybe we should do a little something together. He's working a lot right now with Meth right now and doing like the Meth Lab projects and stuff. But I called him. He like, we'll get in the studio. I'm like, all right, let's see if we could do something soon. So shout out to Iron Mike, man. We might do a little 8-track joint.
That was a good look. That was a preview for that. So I mean, you know, we peeped it kind of quick. Y'all had a good flow, good collab going there.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, when I was researching and everything, I was like, okay, but like immediately I was like, man, he snapped Journeys like, oh,
yeah,
separate ways. I was like, all right, because I was it's like. All right, I had to figure it out. I was like, I know where that is, and then there it is.
That's a fire song too.
Yeah, man, some '80s classic, big stadium rock, as they would call it. So
the video tight too, the way you show them in the background while y'all out in the alley.
Yeah,
and it's kind of like what we talked about, just listening to different music to get ideas. Even though I know that was a while ago, but
yeah, we shooting man, so we shooting next week too, man. I'm actually shooting. It's been a crazy week, but I'm up to it, man. We shooting 2 videos next weekend. We shooting one for Good Sport. That's another record that I really love. Good Sport is on Good Coffee Club too, like I mentioned. But we shooting for that, and we shooting for Barista as well. So and Blue Collar next month. So right now I'm in work mode right now. So I'll probably have like 3 or 4 videos coming in the next 6 weeks, man. I'm like I said, I was telling y'all, man, I got back on it. I got back on the bike and I'm super passionate right now. And I can't wait to get these new projects out. So coming soon.
A lot more coffee.
Yes,
Drink up, bro. Drink up.
I need it tonight because I'm actually about to get it in, like probably like in an hour or 2. I'm gonna get it in and work on some records and do some drops and stuff. So it's like the energy gonna find me, man. Like it's just like I gotta do it. I can't. I wake up from sleeping and I'm like, yo, I got this line. So I come downstairs, turn the mic on. I don't even do it to the beat sometimes. Sometimes I'll just record a voice note or either record it on the mic and just have it, man. Just whatever flows I got. So excited about what's to come for the rest of the year.
Dope. So like tell us, you picked the next track. What do you want the folks to be able to hear?
Man, so I definitely I want everyone to hear Doing My Job. And if we could do one more, Good Sport. But I want to play Doing My Job because Doing My Job again is the start
video
of
for that, or is that only
it's a song. Play if you can play the song.
And that's on Spotify. Is that on 1, 2, or 3? I'm sorry.
That's on 1.
On 1. Got it.
Yeah. And
Tell
the reason why I want to play Doing My Job is because again, you know, it's really all about family right now, and they influencing a lot of my music. So when I was writing that project, like I was really just thinking about my family and just really wanting to be creative, but I kept thinking about my son and the job that I want to do. But also I wanted to talk to people about where I've gone and where I've been and kind of like the ups and downs in between it. So as you hear the song, you know, again, from a starting point, I started by saying the most unlikely hero. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, you know, you turn into something, you know, some people might not expect you to be where you are in life, or some people look at, you know, where you started and they be amazed. So I want to let people know, like, yo, appreciate you. Either way it went. If you thought I was going to get there or you didn't, like, I still appreciate you because all of it is motivation at the end of the day. But I'm always going to do my job when it comes to fam, and that's really what I'm trying to put out with Good Coffee Club.
Dope, man. So look, man, we getting ready to get into it right now. Doing My Job.
The most unlikely hero, me and Westbrook are the same. We both started out as zeros. Elevated my game, paper chasing, stacked the Neros. Jurors to Manhattan on a platform eating churros. Painting pictures, this a mural. I fed my fans with more dope than the bureau. I put in work, but still I gotta do more. I'm a father and a husband, couple kids, I want like 2 more. I go to work cause these bills don't pay themselves. I'm not a jerk and my son can't raise himself. I gotta show him the ropes, provide what he needs. And nah, I ain't perfect, got the will to succeed. I pray for strength every morning, never pray for cash. I'm drinking coffee, giving thanks while I take the path. I got a good life, nothing came easy. I earned everything in my possession, please believe me. I'm in the wind just like the breeze be. I bounce back without a trampoline and all y'all niggas see me. I probably made it look too easy. Y'all some subpar niggas throwing subs, talking greasy. I always dreamed of a house with the picket fence. The corner lot, it feels great, I ain't paying rent. And they said it's all love, but I'm not convinced. I had to wrestle with my demons, now I feel like Vince. Yes, I feel events, and I feel so invincible. I walk in the room, I feel you getting tense. And I'm banking on myself cause it makes sense. Turns out to be the best money ever spent. Working Sunday to Sunday, gotta grind till we find a way. See the light, I can't shy away. I'm just doing my job today. Working Sunday to Sunday, gotta grind till we find a way. See the light, I can't shy away. I'm just doing my job today. It's annoying how they front. They undermining all my accomplishments, but I'm still the employee of the month. I'm my own cheerleader. They talk about my losses, I forgot that old person I was. I have amnesia, I got 10 visas. I hear them talking about cheese, but I'm plotting on franchising the Little Caesars. This a version of success with some more features. I lost friends and I gained some leeches. Look, I know it sucks, but it's called for. How I stay on top of green, I should golf more. I show love, hating costs more. I called Uno with a draw 4, I'm out. Working Sunday to Sunday, gotta grind till we find a way. See the light, I can't shy away. I'm just doing my job today. Working Sunday to Sunday, gotta grind till we find a way. See the light, I can't shy away. I'm just doing my job today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love that joint, man.
yeah, that's one to love. That's
I
got good
appreciate it.
vibe, good lyrics, good beat,
Thank
nice
you, man.
man. And
Thank you.
you did great on the hook too.
Appreciate it, man. Just be
Harmonize that good.
writing. Yeah, man. Just be writing, trying different stuff, man. It's like just having, having so many beats too is like kind of like a gift and a curse because my producer, he don't stop, man. He sends
I
like
was,
20, 30 beats every 2 weeks. So it's a
hey
lot.
Damn.
man, I was gonna ask you who is the one that did that because yes, you killed it. Look, everything
Appreciate
was
it.
crazy and the beat, like y'all, that's a dope track, man. I played that a
Appreciate
couple
it.
of times when I first came across that.
Slim
Who was
Boy
the pro-
D. So Slim Boy D is out of
Salute to
Florida.
him.
And so I'm from Jersey, lived in Boston, lived in New York, and lived in Broward County. When I moved to Broward County, this was years back,
Hmm.
I met this kid. He was in high school. I was running the studio. I had built the big studio down there. I met this kid. He came to the studio. He was just chilling, playing beats, working in there. I liked him. He was a cool dude. I let him work there for free. And at the time, he was making a lot of trap records. So I never rapped on his beats ever. I was just
Right.
like, bro, like I'm not rapping on that shit. Like, but I was letting him sell his beats or whatever. And I was telling him, Slim, if you listening, I was telling him, I said, yo, it's gonna come back around. I was like, eventually people are gonna have to rap again. I was like, you're gonna have to be able to rap. And he was looking at me like, whatever, Spitz. But years later, when I moved back to Jersey, we always stayed in contact. But he started hitting me with some packs. He was like, yo, I like Griselda. Yo, I like El Camino. Yo, I like this. And I'm like, so then he sent me the beats, and I'm like, these is kind of fire. So he was sending. I wasn't rapping on them. But then when I started getting those, like doing my job, like Counterfeit and Good Sport, I was like, yeah, he on his shit right now. He did his research. He really
Hmm.
he dove into like the craft of hip hop from using break beats and really like sampling and stuff. And like
Sampling, filtering.
he's a beast right now. So he's produced everything that I've been on in the past like 5 years. I might have rapped on a couple other tracks by my homie Khalito, but shout out to Slim Boy D. He's official and he's just as important as good for Good Coffee Club as me. So we work on these projects together and we text, we call. I'm actually going down to he just bought a house in Florida, so I'm going down there. We're gonna spend a day. We'll probably do a whole project in a day. So we've been talking
Hmm.
about
Hell
it.
yeah.
Just bang out like 8 to 10 tracks because I record quick as hell. So it's light work. But yeah, man. So another record that I would say Good Sport is the new single. It's doing really well right now. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all y'all playing it. Shout out to Edition too, DJ Edition too. But
Shout out to
it's a
DJ Edition.
for sure. And I worked with DJ Edition years ago, so DJ Edition has
Okay.
always been my guy. When I dropped Greatest
When you was
Film,
in Boston,
yeah,
or
yep.
when you
No, I
linked
was
up
in
with
New York at the
you was
time.
in New York when you linked up.
Yep,
Okay.
when I dropped Greatest Film Ever. So that's my guy right there. He really liked this record too. So Good Sport is really a way of me. A lot of times with these records, I'll be talking to myself. It's like I'm looking in the mirror sometimes when I'm talking to myself. So Good Sport was just really me thinking like, damn, man, it sucks sometimes when you got good morals. It's a blessing, but it really fucking sucks sometimes because I know usually with all the situations that I've been in with people I work with, situations, people I meet, I don't gatekeep no information. I'm always trying to look out, trying to do what I can for as many people. I had to pull back as of recent, but I'm like, man, I'd be a good sport way too many times, man. This shit is annoying. So as I'm thinking that, I'm like right into this beat. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna call this shit Good Sport. And the hook says it, the hook says it all, man, and even the lyrics, like I'm really talking to myself mostly on this track. So listen to Good Sport, produced by Slim Boy D off Good Coffee Club 2. Let me know. Make sure y'all go to SpitzNelson.com too and check it out.
Word. I slapped them links
Word.
back in there a while ago. So let's see what we got.
For sure.
All right. Getting that queued up and we are ready to roll.
Remember that old phrase? Think like he a good sport. Shit, I've been a good sport my whole life, man. Where the time go?
I've been a good sport dog my whole life. The devil tried to hold me back, I'm like, don't try it. If you tryna kill my dreams, then it's on sight. I took a left and went straight to make the wrongs right. I've been a good sport dog my whole life. The devil tried to hold me back, I'm like, don't try it. If you tryna kill my dreams, then it's on sight. I took a left and went straight to make the wrongs right. My kindness for weakness. When they way too shallow, that's when they criticize my deepness. Y'all funny style, but I peeped it. I paid no attention to a fool, that's my secret. I don't live in the past, but my past you critique it. Silver spoon ways, cause that's what you eat with. 100 bad days, now I'm thriving this season. The most high's first, cause that's who I believe in. Pray for good health, but I'ma take the wealth. I don't even need your help, I do it by myself. These cards that I was dealt, nah, this ain't pity pat. Wrote all these bars myself, and yes, I really rap it. Yes, I'm really that. You can never understand unless you really been through that. How could I be mad when it's empathy you lack? I'm simply stating facts and getting better by the day, shit. Let me mention that. All I want is peace and some good eats. A couple pair of sneaks, a steak every week. A mic so I can speak, I'm barely reaching my peak. You don't believe in yourself, how could you believe in me? How could you? I've been a good sport dog my whole life. I shook the dice a few times, I hope they roll right. I got my soul right, they tell me that the flow's nice on mics. Anybody can get washed. Old Spice, high beams, big truck, but the ride's clean. I can't see hell as a threat, I need some Visine. It's disgusting all the fake love that I've seen. Niggas talking out they neck, you just high king. I've been a good sport dog my whole life. The devil tried to hold me back, I'm like, don't try it. If you tryna kill my dreams, then it's on sight. I took a left and went straight to make the wrongs right. I've been a good sport dog my whole life. The devil tried to hold me back, I'm like, don't try it. If you tryna kill my dreams, then it's on sight. I took a left and went straight to make the wrongs right.
Man, there you
Sir.
go.
Good sport. Good sport. Gotta be a good
Left
sport.
to go straight to make the wrongs right.
I like
man.
that beat.
That,
That
man.
beat had a good like late 90s, 2000 feel. A little different from some of the other stuff. So that gives that variety to the ear.
Had
For
the
sure.
crunchiness to it too.
Yeah, and,
Feel
just
it.
look the grime and the,
Yeah.
just sound like it was done on I can't even think of the machine I'm thinking of,
It's
but
like a high compression. Yeah, it's like
yeah, but it gives you that variety. I mean, I just hate everything with the same tempo, same
Yeah, a
beat,
lot of
same
times, like I
sound.
try not to go too like I try not to be too much of the same on every record. Like I love the type of beats I like, the samples and stuff, but I'm like, even I get bored doing that too. So I need new sound and shit. Like even on 3, like I noticed Good Coffee Club 3,
Mhm.
it doesn't sound anything like 2. Like from my opinion, I'm listening to it in the car and I'm just like,
I agree.
it don't sound like 3. 3 sounds a little. It just sounds different. Like even slower pace songs towards the end of it, but he has a variety of beats, man. And I got 100 flows and 1,000 rhymes, so I'm always going to lay some hot shit on it. So
Hey man, well listen, I just want to say thank you so much for coming on our platform and blessing us with this opportunity to get a chance to speak with you, learn about you, and be able to play your music and chop it up and get behind. And hopefully, this is not just your only episode. Anytime that you have
appreciate you,
anything that
man.
you want to basically promote, come back
Welcome
and
back.
talk about or anything, you
Appreciate
just hit us
y'all,
up.
man.
It's an open, just hit us up and we'll give you
Yeah.
a date.
New-
Like,
No, I
let's
New
definitely
roll.
will,
project,
man.
new project, new
Appreciate it.
coffee. I mean,
Nah, for
And
sure. Coming soon, man. Listen, I appreciate the opportunity, man. Like any opportunities, man, I just feel so blessed. You gentlemen have, amazing talents in your own right. So I'm just honored to be here. And I'm glad y'all like the music. And I look forward to sharing more
really,
music with
really
y'all.
love it.
Because look, when I tell y'all I got a lot of music on the way, I got a ton. So I'll be looking forward to sharing it with y'all. I also got some merch for y'all too, so I got to get some PO boxes
Ah,
or whatever,
appreciate
whatever is
it.
necessary. So I got some
oh
good
man, I
coffee
love
club
them.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's
man, I
stuff
love it.
for
I
hey,
was
y'all.
looking at
So
the merch. I like that
we
those
might have
stuff,
that on the
man.
next show.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got
man.
you, man. I actually was putting some new stuff together, so I'm gonna send y'all. Like, I don't take these opportunities lightly, man. It's thousands of artists, so me, getting a chance to even reach some new audiences and new people, man. I'm always grateful. So thank you, man. I appreciate y'all.
Well, hey, man, if y'all are out there watching this right now, live or on the replay, please, 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 please share this out and share out
Yes, sir.
all of this, man. Let everybody know that, B Boys Underground sent you, and go to Spitz Nelson on all streaming platforms, but just
Mhm.
go to spitznelson.com. That's the plug to be able to get
You can
everything.
branch
That's
out
where the
more.
magic happens.
I even
Nah,
remember
thank you.
when I was listening earlier to one of your tracks. It was like the McDonald's coffee cup with the half an ounce in it. Like I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I
Oh,
remember that.
you
I
was
love visualization because I
listen.
was like, I
Yes.
listen, I
You
study,
was
but
listening to Counterfeit, man.
there
Yeah.
the
Real
counterfeits.
story. So go listen to
Yeah,
Counterfeit
I
too.
know that's real story because I already know that's real stuff.
Yes,
I know a partner that
Chris.
did the same.
You understand it. You gotta keep the
Yes.
lid on it. You gotta make sure the straw's in it too, though.
Yeah.
Straws in
The
it
straw
too.
looks and you're good to go with the straw in it. But nah, I
Yo,
appreciate you,
man.
man. Thank you.
Much love, y'all.
Yes,
It's B
sir.
Boys Underground. Fresh, you got any say before we get up out of here?
Oh, just thank you, Boogie. Shout out to Mad Wave. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Mitch,
Shout out to
Mike,
the chat.
Likely, Birdie, uh,
Drifter
Drift
Radio.
Radio. Man, love y'all comments, love y'all energy. So B
Much
boys,
love,
B
everybody.
Thank
girls.
you.
We'll be back
Appreciate you.
next week. Week after that, I know Boogie just celebrating the anniversary. Him and his wifey.
Yes.
Y'all have a good
Last
time.
week.
Happy
Oh
anniversary.
man, listen, man. We what? Like I rock my shirt,
Cypress.
but
Yeah, they went to a
yeah,
Cypress
we
Hill
kicked it
concert.
backstage with Cypress Hill
Fire.
was up front row. Like it was
That's
basically
some
we
hip
saw
hop.
Far
That's some
Side,
hip
and
hop
guess
marriage
what?
for you.
Fat
That's
Lip
what's up.
agreed to be on B Boys Underground. So
Fat
Fat
Lip.
Lip, we're
Oh
gonna be
shit.
having maybe
That's
Fat Lip,
fire.
or if not all Far Side members on B
Oh, that'd be
Boys
dope.
Underground coming up here real soon, real soon. And
Fire.
yeah, I got to meet all the cats from Element or Atmosphere, I mean, and I didn't get a chance to meet Loopy, but yeah, man, that was the only person I didn't get a chance to meet. But yo, that was great. But it was even better because it was 19 years with Mama Boogie, and we celebrated it and had a great, magical
Amazing.
time. So that's what was
Happy
the most
anniversary,
important part.
man.
Thank you so much, man.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And
So
so you've got something coming up. It's your wifey's birthday next Wednesday,
yeah, well,
right?
mine's is the 15th and hers is the 17th, and
Ah, happy birthday
I'm
to
a
both
I'm a
y'all.
year
Yes,
older than her,
happy
so we
birthday to both of y'all.
kind of rolling
Make sure
together.
y'all turn up.
Shout out to the 3T Kid, which is my father, who actually used to snake them records out of there and sample and write dope breaks on all his jazz records. He turns 81 tomorrow.
Amazing.
Still live and kicking.
Mm.
Mind sharp as hell. Still will cuss you out.
Amazing.
And say something slick. He wanted people to say something make you think. Like for example, it was Halloween. We had an intercom. And he told me to flash the lights. He was going, "Hoo-ah," do all this spooky stuff on intercom. So so I go to answer the door. And the girl's like, you scared the mess out of us. He said, I hope you don't leave it on my porch. I was
Oh,
like, he said that quick. Yeah, so shout out to Pop, shout out to all our listeners, and definitely shout out to Spitz Nelson blessing us with some
Appreciate
good
you, man.
music.
Thank you,
Good
guys.
man, I love the energy and enthusiasm you have for your career and
yes,
Thank
your
you.
family and everything you're
passion.
doing. So we, come back anytime. We definitely gonna help promote and
Awesome.
blessings to you,
I
brother.
would love to, man. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all.
And
Yes.
just to get everybody a heads up, next week, so we are having a special show on a special date and time next Tuesday at basically because we've got Beat Shack's official. If you remember that we had 2 weeks ago Tyler Linkman from South
Hmm.
Africa, dope artist, dope interview. If you guys didn't get a chance to watch Tyler Linkman, I got that sent personally from Ives Ivory because Ives Ivory's getting ready to go back out on tour again overseas with Delinquent Habits, and Tyler's going to be opening up for Delinquent Habits dope individual, and we've got his producer linking up with us. Beat Shack's official is going to be starting on Tuesday, September 9th at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Mountain, and noon Pacific. So, and that would be basically 9 or 8 p.m. GMT. So, tune in to B-Boys Underground next week. It's going to be a dope episode. And Rollo, we up out of here, y'all.
Rollo, check the
Yo, thank
replay.
y'all.
Check
Appreciate
the
y'all.
replay. 90. What was it? Episode 90. What?
94, y'all.
94. Spitz
Peace.
Nelson. It's live
Peace,
now.
y'all.